Starfield's got nothing on New Atlantis.
I want to be useful, Captain. I'm not
locations and encounters along the way. As always, I've put a full chapter listing down below, so feel free to skim through the video to find the parts that are of most interest to you. Don't forget to check out some of my other Starfield tips and guides videos if you enjoy this one. First, I'm just going to go through the very basics, and after that I'll discuss extra tips and advice on what skills you can use to help you out. In Starfield, you have the ability to collect 100% survey data on any planet or moon in the game. You do this by scanning a planet for all of its available fauna and flora, or animals and plants, as well as its inorganic resources and traits. When you get 100% survey data for any given planet, you're rewarded with a good chunk of XP, which at my level in the mid to late 20s can range from 50 or so up to over 300, as well as getting a data slate which can be sold for anywhere from 1,000 to 6,000 credits. When you get to that magic 100% number, it can either be pretty much instantaneous or take a little bit of time depending on the type of planet or moon. Planets that are gas giants and can be
Welcome back to the pride and joy of the UC.
just a single scan of it. This will yield XP and a data slate, but these will be fairly small amounts of flow. As for planets that you can land on, these can have a mixture of inorganic resources. Scans from space, as even if you scan it and reveal
There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something on this. Oh, please, take a look.
by hand on the planet's surface. This is really just telling you where they are in abundance, and you'll still have to go to the surface to scan them. You need to land on the planet, equip your hand scanner, and move around scanning resources, plants, and animals, which are marked in blue if you've not yet collected enough scans.
Thanks for coming in.
Particular thing. Each different inorganic resource.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
And you can do this either on the
Yeah, the way you handle things. Happy to even out the load.
patches on the ground, which indicate areas where you can extract that resource if you build an outpost there. You can normally find the inorganic resources pretty easily, but if you're struggling to find some, you can equip your scanner, press the button at the bottom to build an outpost, and then move around the outpost beacon, and in the top left it will show you what underground resources can be found in the fairly large radius around that beacon. These resources tend not to be biome specific, so you should be able to find them fairly easily, but certain ones will be more common in different landing sites, and you can use the data from a planetary scan to land in an area that is meant to have a particular resource in it, and then find it more quickly. Collecting data on animals and plants takes a little more effort usually, requiring 8 scans of each species in order to tick them off. Harvesting a plant will count as scanning it, and more usefully, killing an animal will also count as a scan. You can also scan dead animals that have been killed by other creatures, so look out for big piles of dead things, as these can be pretty useful. Flying animals can be scanned from much further away than land-based ones, and you even get animals that can only be found in the sea, which can also be scanned from further away. And I'll talk about these more in just a moment, as these are the #1 reason people struggle to complete a planet. Every time you scan an animal or plant, you get more information revealed about it, such
Later.
as its temperament, its hit points and abilities, resources it drops, and in what biomes it can be found. Once you've completed scanning a species, the data response will update, and you can see your progress towards 100%. The blue line around them will also now change to green. You notice some of them show flying, and if you still left the scan on the planet, this means
Private sector.
flying is usually the best option, and remember you can do this by opening the planetary map from wherever you are on the planet's surface. You don't even need to go back to your ship first. You can use the planetary map to head around and find different biomes. When you click on a landing site, it will show a percent, and this will indicate how much of that biome you've already scanned. So if it shows
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in 2 places at once. and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remote. The first box we're looking for is over near you.
Security has reported yet another Aurora murders case. The psychotropic produced in the city of Neon and widely available there is illegal contraband in the United Colonies. We're asked to remind listeners that those in possession
Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of Mast. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't it?
That's very nice.
Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, none of them are good. I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquired... personnel issues, if you understand me. What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
No.
That would be a miracle. Emilio may work for MAST, but he's not much of a scientist. I dare say you're 10 times the scientist he's ever been. In any case, whether you open his eyes or not, I need that data. The last I saw of Emilio, he was collecting samples in the field. He shouldn't be hard to find. Good luck, friend. That data is vitally important.
There have been tales of the fabled wind.
It told me it was here. Well, where the fuck is Agent Plato then? Okay, where is it? I'm supposed to just keep guessing until I get one.
Yes. What?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division's work. They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for a member of the Vanguard. Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop, so I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to... Good luck with the mission.
Goodbye.
Wait, I don't want to speak to you. Open the door, you dickhead.
Alright, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so it may be a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
Expect you to walk away from it. It's good. junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
No loitering, okay? Can't say I'll have what you need. Happy to make a deal if I can. Take care.
I help out Henry from time to time. Not very often these days. But that's fine.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway,
There should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
I've got limited resources. Thanks for helping me out with this. I'm glad I can count on someone. Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways.
out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and then return into one of those spacers.
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, if, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC District, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her, and I'd ask. So, what'll it be? Then my disclaimer doesn't apply, and I hope, please, let me know. Of course, of course. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Of course, the one decent looking place in the world.
Of course.
Is the Trade Authority.
Pleasure dealing
Parasites.
with you.
I think I got that. What do you call them?
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
How's the investigation going?
Well, I've got your package.
Nicely
haven't I?
done. It's really hard to find good help these days.
No,
That
right,
being
bro.
said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was... As am I. Anyway, here's your payment.
Down in New Atlantis. Do-do-ba-do-ba-do-do. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do.
Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for? Saw your ship come in.
What about that? What's she doing anyway?
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure, sweet pea. Your man can always use a laugh.
Okay.
Ship's clear and the
Jump higher than a skyscraper in New Atlantis.
I don't know.
Everybody! Skyscrapers can't jump!
maneuvering into position. And we are now in stable order.
Into space for nothing. So it needs to give you the ship to speak to Louisa Reyes. Get on the ship, it says I need to land on the planet. Where I just took off from.
Right.
Fucking stupid.
So, what's the
Right,
point?
now I need to get on the train apparently. That says speak to Renee.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yubi was looking for you. Sounds like you got
Sometimes still can't believe I got my own room here. I keep thinking they'll one day say it was all in a limp.
You don't think I can do it?
I just think you should give it.
So, you don't think I can do it? Well, okay, fine. Let's see what he says. Hey, you have a second? Sam and I were just having...
I think it's more accurate to say that you and I have now both been cornered, but sure.
I'd like to, get in shape, do some working out. So I asked Vladimir for some tips, and he basically said, wait.
Are you sure that's what he said, or is it?
Anyway, so I wanted to get Sam's opinion on it, and he pretty much said the same thing.
Okay, since now you've been fully roped into this, let's all just take a step back. I had simply pointed out that if you take a look at Mateo, weightlifting isn't necessarily the first thing that comes to mind. I was wondering whether there might be a better option for him, and just sort of musing in general about the idea of sticking to things you're inclined to, versus going out and trying something completely new. Well, what's your take on it? You think it's better to stick to what you know, or to take any opportunity to try something that's maybe outside your comfort zone? Well, there you have it.
That's what I've been saying! Anyway, thanks. I think I'm gonna try it. And don't...
Hey, we'll support you no matter what. Just don't want to see you get hurt.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. And maybe, if I need a spot...
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir left.
Alright, so now stupid planet. Chat.
Yes.
Doesn't know me now, stupid planet. Oh, new land there, so it tells me I need to go here, and then like I'm trying to go here, and then like I'll get to the part where it says I need to go. I got to talk to Louisa Reyes, and then I landed on the bit of planet where it told me I got to go, and now I got to go somewhere else.
We're no Reliant Medical down here, but...
I've got to see this through. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the battle. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing? Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor? Hey, mothers, am I right?
Masked. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Oh, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can...
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Very fucking tired.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Trade Authority are usually cowards.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it. Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Great job, Shan.
I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
The sooner you find the source of all this, the sooner it can be over.